Hello and welcome to the Utopia Project, a fortnightly podcast where we chew the fat and discuss the little things in life that piss us off and decide whether or not they go into our hypothetical utopia. My name is Chunky T and I'm joined each and every show by the man who won an Oscar for his performance in Planet of the Apes, it's Jack Magic.
Wonderful. Hello.
And the man that once got mistaken for Gordon Ramsay's ballsack is Matty Paul.
What? I think it was more than once.
Hello, boys.
Hello, mate.
Oh, that's the best one yet. I was like, yeah, I'll take Gordon Ramsay. Oh, his ballsack. Thank you very much.
I don't know what's worse, looking like an ape or a ballsack.
I'd rather look like an ape.
Yeah.
You could look like an ape's ballsack.
Yeah. The vision I've got of Gordon Ramsay's ballsack is Alan Sugar.
So you're saying I'm look like Alan Sugar?
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay.
All I can imagine is it like being Gordon Ramsay and then panning down to his ballsack and then just his ball bag going, it's fucking raw!
Anyway.
Gordon Ramsay's now from Yorkshire.
Anyway, as usual, we digress.
Yeah.
This show, lads, although we're recording before it, it's actually the new year, so Happy New Year, lads.
Happy New Year, boys.
Hey.
Happy New Year, people.
And it's episode 8 of the podcast.
It's
Nice.
going
well,
quick,
aren't we?
innit?
Lovely.
So, for the first time of 2020, we're going to do our national anthem, and I believe we've got the best Jackson yet.
We do.
Right, what is it, Jack?
Because I had a cold in the previous previous episode, and then weirdly have a cold also on this episode.
Yeah.
We're going to go for the cold accent.
Is there a reason you've still got a cold after nearly 4 weeks?
'Cause
Should we come clean to the
It'll be
listeners?
2 weeks, won't it?
2 weeks. Should we come clean to the listeners and
Yeah,
tell them?
I have a really bad immune system.
Yeah.
No. But you have a really bad immune system. Also, we record 2 episodes in one night.
per month.
Yeah.
So yeah. No, I feel better for that.
Do you know what? I don't.
Don't you?
No, I
You
feel like we've just broken kayfabe completely, and
Oh.
we've just broke that fourth wall,
Yeah.
barrier, that fourth wall, or whatever it's called.
Yeah.
And just
But anyway, I think this is the longest intro we've ever done.
it is.
Yeah.
Should we all stand for a very nasally and coldy
Mm-hmm.
national anthem of Utopia? If I can load it up. It's not loading up. Hold on. Here we go. Please all stand for the national anthem of Utopia.
Good. Welcome to Utopia. Please make yourself at home. It's the only place on earth where you can mention no. There's something here for everyone to make you feel quite great.
Just as long as we've already let it through our gates.
This is our dreamland.
This is Utopia. Yet another Utopia for you. This is our dreamland. This is Utopia.
It's where we discuss the little things that make it better for you.
This is our dreamland. This is Utopia. You got a pet peeve.
Get out here.
It's so wonderful and magical and positively colourful. It's a tiki show. By now you'll know.
It's the Utopia Project.
Do you know what? I quite enjoyed that one. Just the added little bits to it was quite nice.
Yeah, a lot of ad-libbing. Want it there. Yeah, so let's go on with the show then, lads. Jack, do you want to go first? What has been pissing you off this week or month, as we've now admitted?
Yeah. A lot of things piss me off in general. One thing that's pissed me off, it's happened to me this week, but the example I've got in mind was previously.
Right, okay.
It's when your brain don't work.
It's when your brain don't
My
work.
brain don't work good.
You know when your brain don't work so good. No, the only thing I think is like when you think of multiple responses and then end up saying either completely the wrong thing or a mash of all of the responses that you thought of.
Yeah. Or something happens, and then 5 minutes after it happens, your brain goes, "Do you know what you could have done there?"
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers.
Yeah.
Cheers for that, brain.
Thanks, mate.
5 minutes late.
That does not help me now.
Yeah. Because the example I thought of is when, like, it wasn't necessarily I thought of the wrong thing, but I just thought of something to say, and the filter between brain and mouth just vanished for a second. And, excuse me, I was at work, and a bloke with a really wonky eye, I was serving him at the counter, like, really wonky. And he went, "Oh, what's the price on this?" And I said, "Oh, it's that much." And he went, "Oh, is that the best you can do?" I said, "Oh, there's not much in it. I can shave the pence off it and just do it for a tenner rather than like £10.50. So it's not much, but it's something. And he went, yeah, it's all right, innit? He goes, it's better than no. I went, yeah, better than a poke in the eye with a sharp stick, innit? And then I was like,
oh God.
You've got a really wonky eye.
You've got a minging eye.
I'll just get a change for you, sir.
No,
Yeah.
it's not. It's similar, but it's not. I was out last night. Went into Turtle Bay.
Yeah.
And there's a DJ in there because they love the tunes. They have a good singing and dancing there, don't they? And me and one of my mates saw it. Was like, DJ's sitting down behind a desk. I'm like, he's got it cushioned. Like, that's not normal for a DJ to do that.
Yeah.
After about 10 minutes, we realised he was in a wheelchair.
Nice.
We did not see his wheelchair.
Get up, you lazy fucker.
No, I didn't go that far. But I was like, he's got a fucking cushion. He's sitting while he's DJing. What the fuck? Like, what is? I've never seen it before. And then my mate come back from going to the toilet. He was like, yeah, mate, he's in a wheelchair. I was like, oh, I just wanted to kill myself.
Not the word to swallow you up.
Sick DJ though.
Yeah.
Absolute banging tunes.
The best story I've got of that is...
Did you not ask him if he was having a really good time?
No, because I'm not an arsehole.
Yeah, the best story I've got is... it's not actually me, but it's one of our dad.
Yeah.
And he congratulated a man on the death of his wife. Because he got the word wrong.
Oh, that's brilliant.
He bumped into him all unawares in the supermarket a couple of weeks after it had happened. And
he knew it had happened.
yeah,
as
he
well,
knew it
didn't
happened. It was the first time he'd seen him, like, properly. And he was like, oh, congratulations about your wife.
It meant commiserations,
And then
didn't he?
he said he was just like, he just wanted to go and just suck all the words back.
Yeah,
And be
yeah.
like, I didn't mean that. I meant commiserations. I'm like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like, congratulations, your wife's dead.
That's bad, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't feel as bad about the wheelchair thing now.
No.
That is harsh.
Yeah.
But
I did that.
So just brain farts is your
Yeah,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah,
we,
yeah.
we did that a while ago. I don't know if you may remember when it was only a couple of years back actually. So I must have been about 24. Obviously, you know the ripe old age of 24 when you have to lean over the fence and ask if you can have your ball back.
Yeah.
Because we was pissing about in the garden and a ball went over the fence. So we got another ball, carried on, and the fucking other ball went straight over the fence. So I'd looked over to see which house it was. So I looked over just as a woman comes out of the house and she's like stood on the patio. And I was like, oh, can you just chuck us my ball back, please? She went, oh, do you want to just pop round and get it? We're number whatever on here. I was like, well, can I just chuck it back? It's like, it's literally there. It's like, no. If you just pop round and get it, like, that's fine. You can just come round and get it. I was
Well,
like,
man, she was in her underwear,
I was like,
wasn't she? Waiting for
I was like, you sure you can't just chuck the ball back? And looking back on it, I should have just quit. She said come round for a reason. Went round, knocked on the door. I was like, why is this bitch taking so long to answer the door? Gets the door in a fucking Zimmer frame, doesn't she? Like, she's obviously got a disability with her legs. Struggling to walk. She goes, oh, I would have got it, but I really struggle with walking. I was like, well, I feel a dick.
You're a wanker, mate.
Yeah. I was like, no problem, I'll get it. Thank you, sorry, babe.
Thanks for all your help.
Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah, it's a brain farts. Brain farts.
Yeah, general brain farts.
For me, mate, they have got to go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. They got
All
to go.
day long.
Yeah,
Yeah.
send it.
Been it.
I'll see you later, mate.
See you later, mate. Do you not like it when I say it? See you later, mate.
You say it after me, so I can get. It's fine.
Alright, okay. Alright.
As long as you don't do it before me.
Can I go next?
Yeah, of course you can, mate.
Right.
Do what you want. You're the
My
host.
thing is a little bit, because I know for a fact by the time this episode airs, there'll be a lot of them on Facebook, right? Inspirational quotes with photos of characters that didn't say the quote at all on as a meme. Like,
Yeah.
just stop it. It'd be like, oh, if you don't deserve me, you don't deserve me at my best. If you can't handle me at my worst.
And a picture
Tommy
of Kim
Tommy Shelby, Peaky Blinders.
Yeah.
Like, he hasn't said that.
Yeah.
His character never said that.
Do you know what he said? No fucking fighting!
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, or it'll be always keep your friends close because you'll never know when you need them, but I don't keep your enemies closer and all that bullshit and all that sort of crap. And it'll be like, oh, is it Walter White, Breaking Bad? But, no, he didn't say that.
No, see that one you said.
You can't just put a random fictional character's picture on an inspirational quote and be like, yeah, send that. That's cool.
It's when you get that one of the age-old inspirational quote of, if you can't beat them, What's the point in having kids?
Yeah.
By Gandhi.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, he didn't say that, mate.
Yeah.
Are you sure?
He might.
I reckon he did. I
mean-
reckon he hit him with his flip flop.
I mean, in fairness, I quite like the ones that are like particularly comical.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like like you just said,
jokey
like if
ones,
it's
yeah.
like, nah, it's fuck mate, Nelson Mandela. Do you know what I mean? Like and
Yeah.
a picture of Nelson Mandela,
Yeah.
or maybe it'll be like Morgan Freeman or
Yeah.
someone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Just as a proper joke, but. It's the ones. It's usually the single women in it.
Yeah.
Share them.
Yeah.
Strong, independent women that
Yeah.
have got 3 kids from 3
Yeah, and
different
it's
blokes.
9 times out of 10, it's Peaky Blinders, probably a Sons of Anarchy one.
Yeah.
Just some sort of gritty drama.
Yeah.
And it'll be some bullshit fucking inspirational quote.
Live, laugh, love.
Yeah. that the character never said.
Yeah.
And mate, it just pisses me off.
Oh,
Just stop it. It's inaccurate for
Yeah.
starters. And I mean, I hate that. Don't even get me started on Live, Laugh, Love. Like, fuck that shit.
Fucking men.
No, it's not fucking men. Like, I mean, just as a side thing from the Live, Laugh, Love, I mean, I hate that when people have that on the walls and all that. I also hate things that tell me what to do. When you go in people's bathrooms and it says bathe. No, fuck off. No, I'll bathe when I'm ready.
No, I'll tell you what I'm going to do in the shower. I'm going to have a piss.
Yeah. You know, like, enjoy. No, fuck off.
You don't
Get out of my head.
Yeah. You know, if it was up to you, you'd have like inspirational quotes on there or like instructions on what to do. Like, I'm going to come all over these walls, Franco.
Yeah, that's what it should say. Yeah. Not live, laugh, love, not bathe, not soak or anything like that. It should be come all over these walls. That's what it should say. I'm like, that's an order I can get down with.
Do you know, it's kind of one thing I don't. Going to the toilet, and I'm pretty sure your mum's got one. I'm not going to lie, Jack. And Chunk is also your mother,
Yeah.
but you obviously live there. Going for a piss, just standing there in the toilet, and on the wall behind the toilet, if you sprinkle, when you tinkle, please be neat and wipe the seat.
Yeah.
Fuck off. If I piss on the seat, I'm going to clean it. I don't need reminding. I'm not an animal.
Yeah, but it rhymes, so it's quirky.
I couldn't
and
give a
lovely.
fuck.
But yeah, well,
Let me piss in peace.
I suppose if you will accept the double whammy peeve this week, I haven't.
Whammy!
I've missed out on a
gotta
few
be
with
ridiculous,
having
you
all
know.
the guests we've had. Whammy.
That's going to be really loud.
But yeah, my first peeve is inspirational quotes that weren't said by the person that it's
Gandhi.
got a picture of.
Yeah.
What do you reckon?
Yeah, fuck it off.
Yeah. Yeah.
You've seen them, haven't you? You know what I'm
I mean,
saying.
half of Instagram's going to die now because of it.
Yeah.
But yeah, get rid of them.
Yeah, fuck 'em.
Yeah?
Yeah.
See you later, mate.
Yeah.
And then, as a side peeve, signs that tell you what to do in people's fucking house, and not like, please don't kick the dog and stuff like that. I'm happy with polite notices,
Yeah.
but not these little. Oh, look at this! I got this from the range. It's a block of wood that says, "Watch television."
Just random
Live,
instructions.
laugh, love. Look at these. It takes up nearly all my windowsill. Why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dust collector.
No,
innit?
I'm not happy with them.
Same thing, innit, really?
Yeah.
See you later, mate.
See you later, mate.
Yeah. So you got real angry about
I
it.
did.
didn't
I've been pent up.
Yeah.
Is it 2 shows on the bounce now? We've had guests.
you? Yeah.
on.
Yeah,
I've been waiting to get them out.
Yeah.
Pent up rage. That
Yeah.
was.
Whew.
Feel better for that, mate.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
Matthew,
Mine.
I don't think we can ban it, mate. Sorry, let's move on.
Thanks. Do you know what? I'm going to go with this one. And then I might get a bit of heat from it. But
Really?
I'm going to go do it. Start the year as I mean to go on, really.
Yeah.
You know.
New year, new you.
The note that I've made in my phone is spelt incorrectly. It says pregnant. But I shall, pregnant women that
Please carry on.
constantly...
Not just pregnant women.
Oh, I think we should kick him.
fucking get rid of pregnant women.
Kick him in the
now.
in the abdomen.
No, pregnant women that constantly hold and rub their belly, like constantly. Like, I get it, you're pregnant, and sometimes it's a comfort thing when you're really, really pregnant. It sort of is more comfortable to walk and things like this. But like, you sit there watching TV and they're just holding it and rubbing the belly. And I know you're growing a baby in there, and it's very incredible that your body is being able to do that, and you love that child before it's even born. We get it, you're pregnant. We can see it. You literally
You're
every
really fucking
second,
pregnant.
every second of every day, you don't need to be sitting there going, "Yeah, got a baby." Got a baby. Yeah, we know you got a baby. I can fucking see it.
I've got a belly.
Some of it's hanging out already.
I've got a belly that's very similar to a pregnant lady's belly, and
you enjoy rubbing it.
I enjoy rubbing it. It's good.
Is it your penis?
No, it's just my big old belly.
I mean, I have seen. I mean, I don't want to divulge too much personal information to the listeners, but I've walked in on Jack doing it privately, of having his belly flopped onto a table and kneading it like Paul Hollywood needs bread dough.
It is a sight to behold.
And I do feel that although Jack, it is a bit of a party trick,
And he's done it in private.
Yeah, I feel like it is a pastime for him as well as a party trick.
Right passage, isn't it?
Yeah.
No, it's phenomenal. I like that.
It's like OCD. Before I do certain things, I've got to knead the dough.
Can't knead the dough, mate. Nice.
I'm not 100% with you. I'm with you in the sense of women, women,
women
just
in
women, pregnant women that making a point of being pregnant, like with anything. Like I think if you throw back to one of the old episodes where we said about the people on the phones who go,
yeah, people that lure you into a
you know what I
story.
mean? If they're just sat there rubbing it, going, "Oh, I'm so pregnant. Have you noticed I'm pregnant?" So they're going, someone
Ask me
brings
why
the
I'm
cut to-
pregnant.
Yeah, I think that's the point that I'm sort of getting at.
If they're, they're deliberately trying to bring it round to the conversation that, "Oh, were you pregnant?" Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I think a lot of them do it as a comfort thing. Not ever being pregnant myself, I don't know, but
You sure?
Really?
walked into that. didn't I?
Yeah, boy.
Oh.
No, that's what I kind of mean. Like,
Yeah.
obviously, like I said, I get that people do it for comfort, and it's a loving thing because you are growing a baby inside you, which, like I said, is an incredible thing for a woman to be able to do.
I
He's
fear
backtracking
some backpedaling.
But
going.
Yeah.
no, I said that before when I said it the first
roll your
time.
boat backwards away from the trouble.
But no, like, you know, it comes to a point where you are doing it to try and get the point
You are
across.
doing it.
You are doing
No,
it.
they've already done
To
it. That's
try
why
and
they're
get
pregnant.
It's just a special kiss, isn't it?
It's a struggle cuddle.
It's wow, a struggle cuddle. Wowzers.
Teaching each other wrestling moves.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's just
I'd-
it gets to the point where you think you're doing this now to try and get attention from people.
I don't think I can back sending it as a whole. Because
Attention seeking belly rubbing.
Attention seeking belly rubbing. I mean, whatever that is. Yeah, okay, I can get behind that.
You know I'm going to do that all the time now. I'm with you.
What, rub your belly?
Rub my belly in an attention-seeking kind of way.
And then knead it on the table.
Yeah.
We'll have to show you after the show if you haven't already seen it.
It's good fun.
Yeah.
Down to you,
Send
boys,
it or
innit?
not?
What are you saying?
I don't. Just pregnant women rubbing their belly. I think it's their belly. They can do what they want with it. Really.
Yeah, and I don't know. As I said to Matt,
Nothing like really pisses me off about it.
as I said to Matt earlier, I think it's as he has backpedaled and said, it is
Said it
like
before.
it's an amazing thing that they're actually growing someone inside them, and it's a lot of effort. I think really, without getting too deep, as blokes will never truly understand that.
No.
So I don't think we can condone them for it.
Start the year off while they're in the board.
Yeah, I think if they're going through that,
I think you're
sort
going to
of,
get a backlash, and we don't want to be part of that.
yeah, I think, but I think honestly, I think it's a case of if they're going through that sort of pain and agony and all that kind of stuff, just do what you want, pal.
Yeah. Yeah.
You
So,
do you, girl.
Unfortunately, Matt, that's not going in.
I can accept that.
Thanks for trying.
Nice.
Yeah. If you're pregnant
That
out,
wasn't very
if
nice.
you're pregnant out there, your boobs have probably got nice and big. So
Nice.
that's a nice from me.
Oh yeah. All right. You can rub your belly. I'll rub your boobs.
Yeah.
Obviously, I'm talking to my girlfriend.
Yeah. Okay.
She's not pregnant though. Just to put that one out there.
Right. Okay. That's all of us then.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Yeah. Sweet. Should we move on to the listeners' peeves then, boys?
Let's do it.
It is time for this week's listeners' peeves. Right. So, if you want to send in a listeners' peeves, please do. AKA, please fucking send one in. The email address to send a voice clip to is utopiaproject.podcast@gmail.com. We are very thin on the ground with them. This is a public cry for help.
It's a desperate plea.
Yeah. Otherwise, we might not see episode 10 without replacing this feature.
Yeah. If you can send us one, that would be fucking man.
Fucking man. Yeah. Right. So the first one. Who wants to fire it off?
I did it first last time. You do it.
No. All right. I'll fucking do it then, you prick. Right. This is the first of this week's listeners' peeves.
Hey up fellas, it's Karina. So, I'm really trying to concentrate on how to pronounce my words after episode 2's pet peeve. It's very off-putting, just so you know. Anyway, so my pet peeve could very well be just me being weird, but nevertheless, peeve it does me my pet. Basically, grown-ass people who are touchy-feely. Those people that feel the need to touch my arm when they're talking to me, or if I'm sat at my desk in work and someone puts their hand on my shoulder, or nudges me when they're stood next to me, or ruffles my hair like I'm a 2-year-old. Or better yet, people that feel the need to hug me. What does a hug achieve? Why is it necessary? Someone's leaving my house and I've welcomed them into my home and they want to hug me goodbye? No. They may as well just take a shit on my floor whilst I watch, because it's just as uncomfortable. The whole thing is just awkward. How long is too long before a hug is awkward? How long does it have to go on for it to be classed as a hug so it isn't awkward? What happens if both heads turn the same way and you're just touching faces awkwardly? It's all just very unnecessary. Have a bubble, stay out my bubble, don't pop it with your touchiness. Thanks.
I enjoyed that. I think there's a lot to dissect here. Isn't there?
Right.
Hey up, boys! Hey up, Karina!
Peeve, it does mean my pet.
Yeah, that's how I break down. Peeve, it does. What the fuck was that?
No,
Peeve, the bud to put a pet.
No, it was this is my pet peeve, and peeve, it does mean my pet.
That's weird. I've never read that before in my life.
I like it though.
Yeah, it's quite good.
Is that that's another thing.
It peeves her off, and then it's like, wait, hey pet.
Yeah.
I imagine, like.
Yeah.
She's not from Newcastle, man.
No, but like, is that restricted? Like, if you're not from Newcastle and you say why hey pet, then you get arrested.
Yeah, it's not allowed.
So
that's now when you type it.
Shot in the head.
So breaking it down, that I didn't get.
I don't get it.
The other bit was both heads going the same way.
So your faces are just touching. I like the idea of people going, well, we've committed.
It's more
Let's just rub faces like Eskimos.
If you go to hug someone and look toward their head at any point, that's going to be weird, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because obviously you know what side you've gone into.
Yeah.
So are you then going to look toward them and just like rest it on their shoulder and be like,
snuggle in.
Yeah.
Like a big spoon.
Give them a little
Thanks
kiss.
for having me over for tea.
Yeah. I mean, that's two things I'm going to do. One is definitely hug her more for lols, because I know it makes her irritated.
Yeah.
And two, I'm definitely going to hug her and look at her while I do it.
Yeah.
Just rub your face on a cheek.
Yes. The other things I didn't get was, one, I know her and her other half Liam have a relatively strong Manc accent. There wasn't one there. Where's it gone?
Yeah.
And
It's that
That Karina.
That Karina.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
And
yeah.
I didn't know because her accent was non-existent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was hoping she'd get really angry, because the more angry both of them get, the more Manc they get. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
And third, I don't know if you heard at the end, the bang.
Bang.
Yeah, there's a lot to dissect. Thanks for sending it in, Karina. And we need to discuss it.
Yeah, I know we've ripped it to bits, but by all means send more. That was
yeah.
still good and productive.
All of our ribbons come from a place of love.
Yeah.
We must just confirm.
I
Go on.
get some people aren't affectionate. And if you just talk to someone at work, you don't need to touch them. I get that.
That's a workplace harassment.
Yeah, you don't need to touch them when you're talking to them. You don't need to touch them on the arm. You're right, pal. I mean, unless they've just.
I like to think I'm a relatively huggy person. I don't mind a hug if someone does it. I'll do it, like whatever. I'm not bothered. But if somebody just like touches my arm and all that kind of stuff when they're telling me a story, I can get on board with.
Yeah.
Hugging to say goodbye. Just deal with it, mate.
Yeah, I think there's a line. If it's like the first time like someone's come to your house, you're not that familiar with them, don't give me a hug. I don't really know you still. Like I might have invited you round, but we're not at that level. A long-time friend or a family member. Oh, you going? I haven't seen you for a while. I'm not going to see you for a while again. Whatever. Oh, nice hug. If it feels natural to have a hug, do it. I hate it when it's forced. Do you know what I mean? Like a friend of a friend that's come round, or your friends come round and they've brought someone round, and you're just entertaining, and they're like, "Oh, thanks for having me." No, don't touch me.
My other half is a massive hugger.
Yeah.
Huge. As you boys know.
Yeah.
And the first time you met her, straight in for the hug, and
yeah,
that's just
but
how
that
she
felt
is.
natural, though. Do you know what I mean? What I'm saying is, if it feels comfortable, and it's just like, oh, have a hug and have a cuddle and whatnot. It's when people, when they do the whole like,
yeah. See,
if you watch Big Bang Theory, like the Sheldon hug, like, just don't do it.
I suppose it depends.
Let's not put ourselves in that situation.
With you saying like, depends if it feels natural. I suppose it all depends on the person that is trying to hug you, because some people just naturally have that something about them. Yeah. Where you're like, I'm gonna hug them because like I'm gonna take this hug. I'm gonna have a hug with them because they just have that something about them that it's like they are a lovely huggy person. Yeah. And you just sort of I suppose
it's like when we met your missus. She was just straight up like, I'm coming in for the hug. Don't care. Deal with it. Yeah.
She don't give a fuck.
Okay, that's cool.
She hugging you. I think she has that something about her where you're just going to accept it.
I must say, though, I think this is, without getting too deep with it, I think this is a bit of a gender thing. Because I feel a man having that attitude of going, I'm just coming in for a hug, you're having it, is a lot different to a female going,
You're having a hug.
You're having a hug. Do you know what I mean? I think that in that weird sort of the way society is.
There's a lot more. There's a lot more grounds for.
No,
problems.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying.
I'm really serious about this.
Yeah,
but there would be a lot more grounds for. I can see a lot more problems happening if a bloke was to go, "I'm giving you a hug," and for a woman to be like, "Well, I don't want a hug."
Yeah, no, I don't necessarily mean that. I just feel it's a bit more forceful, isn't it?
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Again, it's a bit like, let's not get too involved.
It just boils down to the nature of it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
If you obviously don't mean it, basically, as long as you don't mean it in a rapey way, then that's fine.
Yeah.
Regardless if they're doing.
I'm gonna hug you. Yeah, you got a choice.
I think, like you said about people touching her and sort of, like being touchy-feely or talking. Again, I think that's something that women go through a lot more than men do. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like a lot of time, that's attacked from a male to a female than it is the other way around. But I think the bottom line here is just ask permission.
Yeah.
No, don't ask for written consent. But I think the only way we can solve this in Utopia is go, do you want a hug? And then they go, yeah, go on then.
Yeah. So that's weird.
That would be a weird question.
But, I'm sure that's more acceptable than
just to stand there at the end of a conversation and go, can I have a hug? Makes you look creepy. Can I hug you? Can I, please?
Excuse me. Can I hug you?
Can I hug you? No.
But then on the other side of it, I'm going to hug you.
I think it'd be more creepy to ask them if you can have a hug while you're hugging them.
No one really goes in with that going, I'm going to hug you. They just sort of...
Your missus did, and I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I mean...
Hey. You don't say that.
Well, I did.
Hey, you don't say that.
She just told me I was getting a hug. She came in for the hug, and then I took a hug.
She's a damn good hugger. And to be fair, from the back of this, when I introduced her to my old man, and my old man doesn't really hug. She went in for the hug. My dad looked so fucking...
Pushed her away.
He was fine with it, but it looked awkward for me to see my dad hugging someone because I don't really see him hug people.
Yeah. I bet even afterwards he was like, oh, I enjoyed that.
He did enjoy it.
Yeah.
She's a good hugger. But I digress, I'm just talking about my other half now.
He's in love.
Yeah, I am. Anyway.
He's got redder than usual, Jack.
Yeah. All right.
His face almost
She's going to love this episode. She's going to love it. But no, I'm all for the hug.
Yeah.
So...
I don't think we can necessarily just ban hugging, but I think make sure the person who you are going to hug is okay with that.
Yeah. So we'll just bring manners into Utopia.
Yeah.
So this pet peeve is kind of
respect people's pace.
So this pet peeve is kind of a butter at the same time.
Yeah.
It's a bit of both.
Yeah, I like that. That sparks some nice conversation.
Yeah. Just don't be a dick.
Yeah. Right, we've got a double whammy now. It's Peeve 2 and 3. It's from our good friend Reese. As seen in other episodes. He sent in a bit of a double whammy. So the first half of the clip is one Peeve, second half of the clip is another.
And we're going to discuss them both.
Yeah, so we'll do them one at a time. Who wants to launch it?
Yeah, I'll give it a crack.
Boy.
This is Reese Boys listeners' peeve.
Right, my pet peeve for you guys is the education system, right? So, I'm not saying ban schools, I'm just saying ban what they teach you, because I've never needed to know that Henry VIII was a psycho little shithead that liked killing people. I never needed to know the circumference of a circle. What I need to know is basic life skills, bills, how to sort out your money in general, how to look after yourself, mentally, physically, all of that. They don't actually teach you any of it. So my pet peeve is the school education system and how they handle shit.
Right. I love you, Reese, but ironically for this, let me school you. It does get taught. It's something I feel quite passionate about. My partner is a teacher.
Your partner's a teacher, my mum's a teacher.
Yeah. Granted, I mean, I was very similar. Like when I went to school, I was like, oh, what do I need to know this shit for? As I've grown up and matured, and obviously speaking to a teacher and being educated post school, I suppose, all of that shit does influence your life. It doesn't seem like it. Algebra works. Henry VIII, okay, that specific thing, you probably don't specifically need to know about Henry VIII, but history is worthwhile knowing so that you don't make mistakes that were made in the past.
Teaches it's not okay to cut someone's head off.
Yeah, no, they're not down for that.
or weirdly...
Again, going back to Karina's peeve, unless they ask permission.
Yeah. Hitler should have just asked, really, shouldn't he? Right, at least. It's a bit of manners. Wow.
Whoa, so we've discussed sexism, rape, and now Nazis.
Genocide.
Yeah, oh, Jesus Christ. This has escalated.
Yeah. I don't mean that in a nasty way.
It's been an emotional ride, boys, but I think this is the last show.
Yeah. Ofcom's going to be shutting us down.
Yeah. I don't know. I sort of think... I kind of agree with them. I kind of don't. I don't think that you should stop teaching anything they already teach, but I do think it would be a big benefit to teach people more life skills, like say like how to do bills, shit like that.
Like maths.
Yeah, but as in actually how to sort your life out. So
right,
you don't teach you how to do like self-assessment, do you?
No, but not everyone needs to do self-assessment. Like you can teach yourself that.
Well, I suppose.
Like, but maths is a core thing for that.
Yeah.
Go on, shoot me another, because I've probably got an answer for it. I bet I haven't. Just on
mortgages.
This one. It's just maths, isn't it? Like, just go to your bank. Speak to your mortgage advisor.
One thing that I don't think I've ever had to use is algebra.
Why don't you have to? Why don't you need algebra?
I don't think I've ever had to use algebra in my adult life.
Maybe you haven't, all right? But
I have, and I can tell you an example. I once raised the question to myself of how many people it would take to drink a Olympic-sized swimming pool full of water, and you used algebra to help me solve that equation.
Yeah, I did, but in a real-life circumstance. So I don't know, you need to... I'm trying to fucking think of something here. Like for area. Like if you need to, like say if you work in a trade and you're like, right, I'm putting a new patio in my garden.
Yep.
Right, I need to find out how big that area is to know how many slabs I've got. You use algebra because you know width times length and how to work out an area. Yeah?
Cool. You've convinced me.
Yeah, it's basically...
It's like, fuck off, Reese.
Yeah.
I love you, bro.
Algebra does... I mean, I love him. But I disagree with him.
Yeah, we can't just boot out the educational
system.
system.
Don't get me wrong, I do think there needs to be more classes geared to more life skills and stuff, but there is a lot in there that is life skills.
I couldn't think when you asked me, you put me under pressure.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
There is stuff in there that can be used in life, but it's just disguised as a subject.
Yeah, I do think there could be a lot more useful lessons as well as what is already there.
Yeah.
This podcast is getting so deep.
Yeah,
right?
it is.
It is deep.
Another one though. I don't
just
think
taking the piss out of each other, please.
Yeah, I don't think it can go in. What do you reckon?
Oh yeah, no, I can't.
improvement to schools, yeah, we will promote. We'll try and make schools fun and engaging.
But
Go for that.
Yeah, but
again, it's a bit of a
not going to get
Both.
yeah,
bit of both, innit?
Yeah, and the final one from Reese. Do you want to fire this last one on, Jack?
Yeah, go on then. And this is Reese's again. Final listeners peeve.
Oh, and a nice little pet peeve for you. I have myself in a little bit of a predicament today. It's why it's annoyed me. When somebody uses all the toilet roll, right, but you don't realise, you sit down, you start doing your business, and you look to your left, and you just think, oh no. You got to make some life choices, haven't you? So I guess my other pet peeve would be ban people that are lazy and don't replace the toilet roll that they use. Nice one. In a bit, guys.
I like how the vast switch. Bear in mind that was one whole voice clip that has been cut down. So he's gone, education system, it's fucked. Fucking send it off, like redo it. It's fucked. Also, can someone please replace the toilet roll?
yeah.
And that also,
I love that.
He says, I've had some experience with it this week.
Yeah.
Have you lost a sock, Reese?
Yeah, he's lost a sock, hasn't he?
Or he's sacrificed a sock.
Or he's done what I did once. It was a very big mistake. I was like, well, the toilet roll tube is made of cardboard. That'll work. Don't work.
No,
It don't work. It's very coarse and it's just not right.
I have one. I just want to get. Reece is moaning about people not replacing the toilet roll. He's had that happen this week. I thought that Reece lived on his own.
Yeah, dude.
Did you say,
Reece-
yeah, dude?
Yeah, dude.
You literally said, yeah, dude.
I'm having a tough
Yeah.
time at the moment.
Am I wrong in saying? Am I wrong in saying that Reece lives on his own?
No, he doesn't live on his own.
Does he not?
But I believe he works on his own, which is probably where he's spending most of his time and where he's pooing, because he's like, I can't bother to do it. I'm going for a shit.
Unless,
So yeah, replace your own toilet roll, bro.
unless, is it Milo, his dog?
Yeah.
I don't think he's
Unless
gonna.
He's robbed it all.
But no, I can get on board with that. I've had it done before. I've not had the toilet roll. I've had to waddle downstairs with a pooey bum. And also on another occasion where I've done that and I've had no toilet roll in the house, I've just had to get in the shower.
Yeah. Do you not just pull your pants up and just worry about it later?
No, because I'm not a homeless person.
Oh, okay. Just me then.
I have to agree with him if I'm honest, because one of what was going to be my future pet peeves is pretty much the same, and that is I can't think of the word, the only word I can think of is insufficient toilet paper.
Yeah.
As in it isn't thick enough. Because on several occasions,
Single
I've
ply.
fingered my own rectum.
Has the finger gone through the roll, mate?
And
I've
they're
had that happen a couple of
"Oh,
times recently.
That is not nice. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm all for it.
I do, just going back to you saying about him being on his own, I do like the idea of him like using it on one shit, going away, and then coming back and going, oh, who hasn't changed the toilet roll?
And it being him.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
what I thought. I was like, I'm pretty sure he lives on his own. He's done it himself.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's got to go.
Yeah.
I'll see you later, mate.
Bye. Yeah, so that's that for this week. That was, of course, Listeners' Peeves. Yes, that was Listeners' Peeves. If you've got any of them, send them in. utopiaproject.podcast @gmail.com. We are very grateful for any of them. That was great. But now we're bringing back a bit of an older feature. We hadn't done it for a little while, lads. But the last time it was a bit lackluster, wasn't it? Last time we did it, but we think we've come back strong.
I can't remember which the one last one was.
It was social media.
Yes, it was.
It was a bit shoddy. So yeah, should we start things off with the intro?
Yeah.
Let's go for it. Let's hear an alternative option. Let's hear an alternative option. Let's hear an alternative options. Alternative options.
That always sounds like a fucking shambles.
Yeah.
Beautiful,
I
though.
listen
save it
to
at the
it
end,
back and I'm like, oh, my ears are bleeding.
As opposed to all the other songs we sing. So lovely.
Oh, yeah, no, but they've got. I like them.
Speaking of songs, we've decided we don't like Auld Lang Syne.
No.
When it's the New Year's show.
No one
Auld
knows
Lang
the
Syne.
words. None of
No,
it makes sense.
It's just
Auld Lang Syne.
And does anyone actually know all of the words?
I know.
So Old Lang Syne, someone
Yeah.
will somewhere.
Yeah, someone in a vast
Probably
galaxy.
Old Lang Syne.
Yeah.
I bet he knows it.
Whoever that bloke is.
But we've decided, basically, well, to go over the feature, this is the part of the show where we don't necessarily want to get rid of something, but we feel like there should be something to replace it.
An alternative option,
So it is
if you will.
an alternative option. Yes, correct.
Fucking we're good, we are, aren't
Yeah, and like we say, we're doing a replacement. So this is like a bit of the karaoke section, really, isn't it?
Yes.
We did do, if you listen to the pilot, it's one of the stronger parts of the pilot, where we replaced the Happy Birthday song.
Yeah.
So,
And as you will, if you've heard that, I went first because Chunk knew Jack was going to win. He's asked me to go first again today.
yeah.
So we'll see what
Right.
happens.
So, Matt, do you want to give a bit of background, or do you want to go straight into it, or what do you want to do with your thing, with your performance?
I will talk a little bit, very briefly about it afterwards, because I'm very expressionate.
Very handy,
with
aren't
camp
you?
Yeah.
with my hand.
Yeah.
If I say what I want to say, that's going to ruin it. People
Okay.
are going to know what it
Just
is.
jump in then.
So I'll crack on and I'll explain why afterwards.
Right, are you ready?
Yeah, I think so.
Let me see if it's the right one. No, it's not. Hold on. Just 1 second, boys. Great work. Hey, I'll fade that down. Are you ready? Here's Matt's alternative option for Old Lang Syne.
Got white for blood.
Happy New Year to ya! Happy New Year to ya! Happy New Year! Happy New Year to ya! Happy New Year to ya! Happy New Year!
That sounded
So-
really bad because it was really high.
You started very high.
I
didn't
did.
you?
I started
and then
too
it got
high.
higher.
It got higher.
Yeah.
I'm quite impressed. Do you know what that was? Fucking man.
Fucking man. And the reason I like that is because we did an alternative for the Happy Birthday song.
Yeah.
And that's because the Happy Birthday song is awkward as fuck. I think we should just have that. Like, I thought we should just have Stevie Wonder's Happy Birthday to You as the Happy Birthday song. But we've came up with an alternative option of the Tequila song with, Happy Birthday.
Yeah.
Thanks to Jack. So, get this back in there.
Happy New Year to ya!
Yeah.
Happy New
It is funky.
Year!
Like, you do want to dance to that.
Yeah.
Happy New
It's a good way to.
Year.
It's a good way to see the new year in,
see
isn't
the
it?
new year in,
Yeah.
yeah.
Happy New
Right, so I'm just
Year
gonna
to
fade
ya.
that down.
Happy New
Bring in the
Year.
alternative options bed.
Yeah. That's alright, that was okay.
I'm just
Okay.
disappointed with my performance in singing it because I started way
Yeah,
too high on
yeah.
that motherfucker.
My problem with mine is I don't feel you have to see it more than hear it, but we'll do it. We'll do it.
Also,
It's more of a spectacle.
yeah. Yeah. Whatever.
It's more of a spectacle, but anyone could do it. Anyone could join in
Yeah.
and all that kind of stuff. So yeah,
Right.
it'll maybe not sound incredibly good, but we'll make the best of
Yeah.
a bad situation.
What Jack's also saying is he hasn't prepped any lyrics for this. He just told me.
Are you just freestyling?
Yeah.
The thing is that you can do that. I'm very intrigued.
Yeah.
Right, are you ready? Shall I fade down the bed here?
Yeah.
Are you ready? This is Jack's alternative option for Old Lang Syne.
Oh yeah. Oh wow. I'm dancing.
Drinky, 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 drinky. Bye, 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 bye. Drinky, 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 drinky. Bye, bye, bye. Oh, Happy New Year. That's it. Hey, just do the Macarena to it.
I'll repeat, and you can make your own lyrics up.
Okay.
And you can do it when you're pissed. So that's it.
Do I do one more
Yeah.
before the lyrics come in on the actual song? I think the lyrics are going to come in.
Drinky, 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 drinky. Party, 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 party. Drinky, 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 party, party, party. Oh, Happy New Year.
Yeah. So that's yours, Jack.
There you go. Simple.
I think we've
Yet effective.
I think we've both done alright then.
I think you've both come away from the original one. You've gone, the tequila worked, but I think it needs more substance than just saying it.
Yeah.
And I'm in a very difficult position here.
Do you know what?
Go on.
I don't know if it's a possibility and if you'd be happy to do it. And I don't know if Jack would go along with it. Concede it as a draw and have them both in there. Because they are both pretty
What
good, I think.
about, because we've gained a bit of traction, what about if we put this down to the listeners? Right? Obviously, we'll probably
Nice.
record a couple of episodes that will go out after this, but when this airs,
Yeah.
we can put it as a poll on our Facebook
Yeah. And see
and
who
see.
prefers it.
Yeah, I mean, we might get one vote, but
Yeah.
if we get one vote, that'll decide.
Yeah.
Because I don't think I can with that.
It's
'Cause
it's up in the air, isn't
The
it?
pros and cons with it is, with yours, Matt, it's a funky tune
Yeah.
that, it's something that it's a celebration.
As good
isn't
as
it?
mine
Like,
was, I might actually sing that on New Year's.
yeah,
I know this will be out probably after New Year's, but
yeah,
obviously we was recording it before. I'll probably have that. Yeah.
yeah. Like I say, the thing is for me is the big thing of because this would be something that's sung after the when the midnight comes, right? So you got to anticipate the whole point of it is. So I'm just going to drop this down to give you an idea of
Yeah, because it's played
yeah,
as it
yeah,
just
so it's
after
like
it turns midnight.
3, 2, 1. Happy New Year to you. Do you know what I mean? Straight away. But the suspense also, I'll just stop that. But the suspense of 3, 2, 1, Happy New Year! Oh yeah, like just silence, everyone just stop in formation, doing the Macarena, but with the New Year song lyrics. Just straight away, fucking yes, it's New Year's Day, let's fucking have it. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot to discuss.
One thing I think.
Party, 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 party.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Happy New Year to you.
Blend them.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Remix.
Blend them. Do the drinky, party, party, party. Happy New Year to you.
Yeah.
Fuck, we should just go in business together, bro.
Let's do it. What alternative options to classic songs?
We'll
Anything.
mash them up.
Yeah.
Have a mash up.
Mash
Everyone
it
loves
up.
a mash up.
Yeah.
Mash up.
Inside the place, it's hard, DJ.
Inside the place.
The louder you scream, the faster we go.
So yeah,
Nice.
I'm happy to call that a draw for now from recording this episode. But I think let's see if we can get the listeners engaged.
Yeah.
We probably won't, but yeah. So probably I would imagine by the time we come around to record and this is aired, will be episode 11 or 12. We'll be able to properly announce the winner.
Yeah.
That sound fair?
Yeah.
All right.
Sweet.
So that was alternative options. We're going to sing it out, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not going to start as high.
Yeah, good lads. Oh. That was an alternative option. That was an alternative option. That was an alternative options. Alternative options. Just take a minute to.
It's the little whisper at the end.
Yeah.
It sort of makes it a little bit
Yeah.
more delicate.
Yeah,
Ooh.
it's the fact that the beginning is like, we've just
Alternative option, singing really badly. Alternative option.
and everyone goes, oh, it's like a little cuddle.
Yeah. So you're like,
Little audio cuddle.
this is shit, and then you get the whisper, and you're like, oh, that's not that bad actually.
Yeah,
Struggle cuddle. Nice cuddle.
Yeah.
Sleep.
Exactly.
It's like rape. But I'm gonna cuddle you after.
okay.
That was a bit
Yeah,
much.
that's
I
very
apologise. I'm apologising right now because
Yeah.
that was not nice.
It's like, smell this rag! Oh, go to sleep. Innit?
Oh, wow. Right. We were too deep earlier in the show. Now we've just gone really dark.
We've just been singing Stevie Wonder and the Macarena, and
then we've gone.
No, Rehypnol.
Yeah, not good. Not good. Moving on.
Yeah, anyway, right. Jack, you have a positive story for us.
I certainly do.
Yeah. Well, that's still rolling.
That's
still a thing. I'm just going to start this other bed, which is the positive story bed, not alternative options, just shouting at you again. You got a nice positive story. We like to pull these in every now and again, just to spread a little warmth.
Yeah.
What you got, Jack? Go on, take it away.
So we've got... When top chef Gary Usher left his Manchester restaurant last week after a shift, he didn't know he was about to have a conversation that would change someone's life. A homeless man asked him for cash, but he didn't have any on him, so the pair got chatting instead. In a Twitter thread that's gone viral, Gary explains, as I walked off, he shouted, "Mate, you got any jobs?" Gary revealed that the man whose name has been revealed as Derek showed up the next day to his restaurant, Carla, to ask about a kitchen porter position. According to Gary, he has been making such job offers for 10 years to people living on the streets, but this man was the first to take him up on his offer. The founder of the Elite Bistros group soon realised things weren't going to be as straightforward as they would be with any other new employee. He asked Twitter for advice. What do I do about him having no address? How does it work with him having no details? Whatever it is, I'll sort it. He's not the first person to offer a job to someone on the spot, but how do you deal with the logistical challenges of having a new employee who may not have access to a bank, a shower or a washing machine? And that's before considering things like the new member of staff will be able to cope mentally with a huge change in lifestyle issues Gary has said he is well aware of. Big Issue Chief Executive Stephen Robertson emphasises that support network is the key. Gary reaching out as a heartfelt emotional reaction is terrific on one hand, but people going back to work will have a number of issues that could inhibit them from maintaining full-time employment. He adds, there's been a huge increase in the number of people living in temporary accommodation holding down a job. Takes a lot to get a job, and it's great to be offered one spontaneously, he says, but challenges like that the challenges that come with it are significant. But that's about it really. He got him the job and he's still working there now.
Oh, wicked.
It just then goes into like how other employers can help and all things like that. But it's keeping routine in it and stuff like that. But it's just the general moral of the story is just, be it homeless or not, as I think we've said before, if you can help people, do it. Yeah. Even if it's something as simple as that. If you're better off than them, or if you've got anything like that you could be able to help them with, help them.
Yeah, definitely.
It's even the little things in life. I mean, like, I was wandering through town the other week and a homeless guy said to me, "Oh, can you spare a fag, mate?" And I had I knew I had a quid in my pocket, just a lone quid, and I was going to give him that anyway. But he was like, "Oh, you got a spare fag, mate?" And he was just sat there on his own. He'd been playing the recorder as we walked past before. Yeah. Obviously making a bit of effort trying to do a bit of something. And I was in my head, the first thing I thought was, you know what? Yeah, I fucking have. Yeah. Like, I've got 2 minutes for you. Yeah. So I literally just squatted next to him, just give him my fags. Was like, roll yourself one out of that, mate. Yeah. And he went to give me it back, and I was like, roll yourself another, like, have it for later or something. Yeah. Yeah. I thought I can spare 2 fags.
I tried to do the nice deed with a homeless person the other day of doing the same. He said, "Have you got any change?" And I said, "I haven't got any change, mate, but if you want a fag, I can give you a fag or whatever." Yeah. And he goes, "Yeah, please." And I walked over to him to realise I'd left my fags at home. So I was checking everything, and I was like, "Mate, I'm so sorry." I said, I've left him at home. Yeah. And I'm really sorry for just going, like, dangling the carrot. So obviously I knew I was coming back that way. I said, "Well, I'll be back in about 10-15 minutes. I'll get you some money, mate, and I'll give you some change." Like I was just like, what a dickhead. Like the time I'm trying to do something nice as well.
And you haven't got it.
And I was just like, that's even worse. Like, it's like I may as well walk with a bacon sandwich and then just eat it in front of him. Do you know what I mean? Like, just been a prick.
No, but like you said, you've then gone back to him afterwards, and it takes 2 minutes of your day to help
Yeah.
someone that is very vulnerable and very much in need.
Yeah.
I've done it before, riding around on my motorbike, stopped because I saw a homeless person. I took him to go and get some food.
Yeah.
And they are the most polite people, some of them, because I took him, it was just to a burger shop. And I was like, yeah, have what you want, mate. And he's like, oh yeah, can I have a cheeseburger? And I'm like, get him a king size burger, mate. Like,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
bigger, there's more
yeah.
to it. Do you want anything else? No, that's alright. I was like, some chips, mate. We'll have some chips as well. Oh, cheers, mate. Just medium chips. I went large. They're just
Yeah,
they
yeah.
just want the bare minimum. They don't
Yeah.
want to push
They're
the
not-
look sort of thing.
They're not
They're not greedy.
anything,
No.
are they? Like,
And with that, the first thing he did is that he went to one of his homeless friends that were around the corner and shared his food with them.
Yeah.
And it's brilliant. And like the other day, my other half, she had some jackets that she didn't wear anymore. And rather than just taking them to a charity shop, which again, it obviously is good and helpful,
yeah.
we went into Peterborough City Centre, which has a big homeless population.
Yeah.
But it just so happened that when we went in, there weren't a lot of them around during the day.
Yeah.
Obviously they were about doing other bits, trying to get help what they can. We found one guy, gave him these, spoke to him, gave him some change, and gave him this bag with, it was like 3 or 4 jackets. I said, if you need one, take one, mate. And your homeless friends, hand them out to the other homeless people that you know and help them out. It doesn't take a lot.
No.
Jackets that you don't wear, they're just gonna sit in your wardrobe.
Yeah.
Like, do it, a bit of change, a fag, whatever. It doesn't take a lot.
No.
To help a vulnerable person.
Yeah, I mean, and when you think about it, it's nothing. Do you know what I mean? Like to give them 50p, it's nothing. That doesn't solve them out long term. Do you know what I mean? Like, but it does help. And I mean, this is a great thing to discuss. So obviously, this is the New Year thing. So if anyone is out there and they want to make a change, I think something like that is a great thing. Just positive actions and stuff like that. So it's quite good that we've got this on this episode.
The one thing I thought with doing the little bit that I did was it basically it was the slightest little gesture, and like he seemed to just like, I could have been reading it wrong, but he seemed to not be enjoying himself, but be happier just that I was talking to him.
Yeah.
Just like even for the little 5 minutes that it was.
Time is worth a lot more than anything.
Yeah.
They are lonely.
But you got to think, like, when you actually think about it, like, he was sat there when I walked into town, and he was still sat there as I was walking out of town.
Yeah.
And I bet 99 out of 100 people have just fucking blanked him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you got to think, like, they are going to be lonely, but like they're on the street. Like, generally, if I was struggling, I'd be able to sleep on my dad's sofa or anything like that, or a friend's mate. One of you guys would put me up for a bit. They clearly have no one.
Yeah.
So they are going to be lonely. So even if you don't have any change, you don't smoke, you can't give them a fag, you can't do this and the other. 5 minutes of your time to sit there and talk to them.
You might even
still going to brighten their day.
Yeah.
And make things a lot better for them.
You might even find with chatting to them that you might be able to do something to help them.
Yeah.
Like depending on what whatever their skill set is, whatever they require. Do you know what I mean? You might be able to go, actually, mate. Do you know what? Come with me. I'll be able to sort you out with this.
You're probably better. I only take this as an assumption, as it's a general rule that I go off. You generally seem to be better talking to the people that are on their own, or like in pairs at most.
Yeah.
Just because my experience with Lincoln, if you see big groups of people, 9 times out of 10, like they're just sort of like on the gear and all that kind of stuff. I know it's the same sort of situation, but there's
could be a bit more hostile.
There's dangers to that.
Yeah.
Whereas like that guy on his own, he was just sat there he was playing a penny whistle or something. Just trying to do a bit of something for a bit of something.
It's probably an opportunity as well, just before we move forward, just to give sort of acquaintances of ours, and we've done some work with them and raised some money for them, a charity in Lincoln called Let Them Eat Cake, that go and they basically provide hot meals, don't they, to the homeless and clothes and all that. They're always looking for donations of things rather than money.
Yeah.
And they all, as far as I'm aware, they all do it like week in, week out, religiously.
Yeah.
Definitely anybody of our listeners that want to try and do something, even if they don't have the time to physically do it themselves, have a look on their Facebook page. It's called Let Them Eat Cake Lincoln, I'm sure it's called.
Yeah. Even if you don't know, it's in a beans or something.
Yeah, just something like that. Go have a look. No matter where you're from, you might be able to set up some sort of similar thing, or there might be similar things in your area. So yeah, definitely check that out. But Do a little bit more for other people. I think is what you're taking away, whether they're
Be a bit
homeless or
selfless.
not. Yeah.
As daft as it sounds as well, like I say, we're giving him 2 facts. I felt not so much better, but like it did lift me up for quite a while.
Yeah.
I felt good about myself.
Yeah. So yeah, moving on then. After that, I feel quite good after that. What about you boys?
It's lovely.
Yeah.
It's lovely.
Yeah. Yeah. It's always a good thing to have something like that. But moving into far more serious matters than homelessness, genocide, sexist equality, and rape. Let's move on to the most important part of our show, and that is, of course, the Thunderdome.
The Battle Royale.
The Battle Royale, the Thunderdome.
Let's get it on.
We get 2 celebrities or famous characters or whatever, and we pitch them against each other, and I decide whether or not. Well, it sounds a bit egotistical. That I decide. But yeah, basically, Jack brings one. Matt brings
you are
one.
a god, mate. Don't dull yourself down.
That's it. This show we have gone for. It's quite niche, but I feel like a lot of people will get behind this. I think this will be quite a passionate one. It's cartoon or animated animals, like your favourite or the best. But one sideline rule was one that has to be able to speak. One that speaks. So, yeah.
Did I go first last time?
I went first with the alternative options.
Yeah, but on the Thunderdome last time, Jack went first.
You went
me,
first.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can we go first this time?
I can go first.
Do you want to just go for it? You got a bit of an intro written up?
I've got bits. He's very much a lovable idiot. Is this guy very much a lovable idiot?
Right.
Momentarily in one of the films, he upgraded and became an absolute stallion. He's voiced by Eddie Murphy. This donkey from Shrek.
I like it.
Oh, short and sweet.
For me personally.
And in the morning,
I
he's
think-
making waffles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he'll make you waffles.
That is a nice boulder.
That is a nice boulder. He's so appreciative. He's such a lovely, lovely character. And I personally think if it weren't for him, that Fiona potentially wouldn't have got saved. I mean, he fucks a dragon.
That's taking one for the team,
He's
isn't
a
it?
donkey that fucks a dragon.
Yeah.
He gets a dragon to fall in love with him. What a G.
I've heard of like
And-
wingmanning where somebody takes the ugly one so that you can have the better one, but that is next level, isn't it?
Well, I think out of Donkey and Shrek, I think Donkey got one, didn't he?
Donkey did,
Like,
yeah.
it turns out Shrek was the wingman.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
He gets an ogre. I mean, like, he fucks a dragon. And he's so appreciative of his surroundings. Like I say, that is a nice boulder.
I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder.
You're really good at that.
And again, in the morning, I'm making waffles. In the morning,
I'm making waffles.
That's the guy.
yeah. Oh, that's got. I mean, the positive story, and then just mentioning Donkey from Shrek.
Who doesn't like Donkey
I'm
from
all
Shrek?
giddy. I'm all giddy.
Oh, he doesn't like Donkey from
I was
Shrek.
tired.
and I really
until
want
now.
waffles now.
That is a nice boulder.
That is a nice boulder.
You are so good at that. So good. Yeah, that's my guy.
Yeah, right. Strong contender. Strong. Jack,
There's so many you could go for.
who are you going with? I do know who he's going with. It sort of depends a little bit more on the pitch, but it's a little bit niche.
Okay.
But it's one of my favourites. But he's got to.
Oh, so he's playing to the audience.
No,
isn't
but
he?
he's got to do good on this.
That is a nice boulder.
So, that is a nice boulder.
Take it away, Jack.
The Tanford leader in the black leather vest. Calm and cool, he always has the answers. It was believed that he was the only one who came out of the war unscathed. However, as revealed in Once Upon a Time on Mars, he lost both his eyes and they were replaced by cybernetic ones. He rides a black and chrome Harley Davidson motorcycle known as Lady. Him and his 2 friends, Vinny and Modo, crash-landed in Chicago and fought to save the Earth from a Pluctarian infiltration. It is Throttle from the Biker Mice from Mars.
Oh, yeah.
Vintage. That is old school, my friend. And that, if that is not playing to your audience, I do not know what is.
Yeah.
Come at
but
me, bro.
It is old school, but he is. What Jack doesn't know his throttle was not my favourite from the Bike Master
Was it
Master.
Vinny?
It was Vinny.
So if it'd gone Vinny,
If he'd gone Vinny, I'd have just been
slam
like,
dunk.
yeah.
LeBron James.
So that's where it becomes difficult.
Do you know what I did nearly go for?
What?
And I've just got a picture here because I saw it while I was doing the notes for that.
Oh,
You might have a picture, but you've still got to tell us because.
Oh, Street Sharks.
Street Sharks.
What a blast from the past, yeah.
I was like, hell yeah, that
Yeah.
is 90s all rolled into one.
I was
innit?
going to say,
Yeah.
you're going to have to tell it. You can't just show the picture because it's a podcast.
Yeah, no.
Yeah.
Boys, look at this. It's brilliant. Yeah, that is brilliant. Moving on.
Yeah.
That
It's a
is
tough one for me
nice
personally.
boulder.
He fought to save the Earth.
Yeah, but Donkey
Donkey
fucked a
fucked
dragon.
a dragon.
The Earth that's not even his. He just crash landed here during a war and was like, you know what? We'll help you out, boys.
Yeah.
Yeah, but Donkey managed to somehow fuck a dragon.
Yeah, but also, let's rock and ride.
Yes.
He rocks and rides a fucking dragon, mate.
Rides a dong.
She rode his down. He's hung like a donkey, mate. Alright? And he slung it up a dragon.
Right.
But he's no fucking Sons of Anarchy mice man, is he?
I bet he could ride a Harley.
Yeah. Right. Serious now, boys.
Whilst fucking a dragon.
Personally, this is a very, very close decision. But
That is a nice boulder.
that is a nice boulder.
I like that boulder.
I like that boulder.
that is a nice boulder.
I'm gonna have to watch Shrek. I need to.
Basically, I'm gonna assess this and go with more what general public will go with. I think. Do you know what I mean? Right.
Yeah,
rather
yeah.
than it just be a personal decision and just have my favourites and that. I've got. I personally think, from a public point of view,
They like that boulder.
they like that boulder.
They like that boulder.
I'm really
I'm
sorry.
shitting out on this, aren't
If
I?
it was Vinny, you would have gone straight in. But unfortunately, I'm very, very sorry to admit it.
I better win some
Throttle's
soon.
gone
What's this about?
and Donkey's in. I'm really sorry, mate. Need a fanfare.
Three
for-
mice come from another planet to save yours.
On the plus side, you've got 2 more mice to go at.
That's, do you know what? I was just
save a
about to say,
fucking
right?
donkey.
What was his name, the guy that you brought?
Throttle.
Throttle's gone, but there is 2 more that live on. There's only one donkey that fucks dragons.
There's only one donkey.
And that is a nice boulder.
That is a nice boulder.
That's another one we need on the soundboard. Fucking man!
Yeah.
We got a donkey that fucks a dragon. Fucking man! That's a nice boulder.
Oh, for God's sake. We're just going to end up with a show of just you playing the soundboard, making your own conversations.
A good hour of just me going, fucking man! Nice. Nice.
That is a
That
nice
is a
boulder.
nice boulder.
Yeah, so we need to top up the scores at some point.
Yes, because we have no idea.
Yeah,
I'm losing massively. I'm
yeah, I
crying a
think-
hole, I think.
yeah. So how did you think this episode went, Jack? Apart from your defeat
No comment.
and potential defeat in alternative options, depending on what the public.
Yeah, wait and see. If they don't vote for me for that, what's that about?
Yeah.
I mean, they are both. I mean, with alternative
got
options,
lost
they were both
everything.
very strong. I mean, I'm not tooting man trumpet
Yeah.
there, but like,
I'm on a bad losing streak currently, I know.
Yeah.
I best start winning some soon.
Yeah. So how do you think it went, Jack?
Yeah, it's good. I enjoyed it. I would come again. You get a good review on TripAdvisor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. 5 out of 5 stars.
Yeah.
Or just 4.5.
Yeah,
Requires
yeah.
improvement.
4.5 at a push.
he's saying he gets a good, thing on TripAdvisor.
Yeah,
You know,
as-
this is
as-
our show. All
Yeah, but
three of us.
he's hosting.
He is top dog.
He's decided,
Matt,
isn't he?
what review of the show? What do you reckon?
Do you know what? That has flown so quickly.
Yeah.
So quickly.
I find that some episodes feel like they've dragged on for a million years, and then others.
But not necessarily even a bad way. Like,
Yeah.
the last episode is a longer episode,
Yeah.
and it felt longer, and we got chatting and we digressed quite a bit. With this
Yeah.
one, it feels like it's gone like that.
Yeah.
But it's been, as ever, boys, it's been enjoyable.
Yeah, I
been
think
a
it's,
pleasure.
I mean, looking at the thing, we're looking at around. It says about 70 minutes, but if you take away like the breaks and the little
Yeah,
bits
yeah.
and bobs, it's probably about just over an hour, I think.
But that is a nice.
Yeah, some of them you just don't
time.
want to end, and some of them you're like, not necessarily when will this end, but you're like,
Yeah.
surely we should be
yeah.
near the end. Like,
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
yeah, I know what you mean.
Hopefully, some of the listeners can be thinking, "I like this podcast.
Yeah.
That is a nice podcast."
That is a nice boulder.
Yeah, I think there'll be a few changes around for the next few episodes as well, won't there?
Yeah.
We're planning a few different things. Might happen, might not. We'll see.
Might do some bits.
Yeah, might do a few bits. But yeah, hopefully everyone's enjoyed. Don't forget your listeners' peeves or any inquiries or advice, tricks and tips. Or
Yeah, if you want to be on the show, apply for anything of the jobs in Utopia. Give us a holler.
Yeah, see if you can make it on the leaderboard as well. That's at utopiaproject.podcast@gmail.com, or find us on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, Twitter. We'll try and be active on there, but we're a bit shit. Yeah, I think that's everything in it.
I think so.
Yeah.
That would be my home.
That is a nice
That is a
boulder.
nice boulder.
Okay, right.
boys,
And on that bombshell, on that boulder, I've been Chunky T. Thank you for listening.
I've been Jack. Good afternoon, good evening, good night.
I've been Matty P. Thank you for listening to my nice boulder.